Today, we're going to tackle a topic that can feel like a maze for a lot of people, your 2025 taxes. But don't you worry, we've got the map. We are going to turn all that tax season stress into a simple step-by-step checklist.
So if you earned any money this year outside of a regular 9-to-5 job, you are in exactly the right place. Whether it's from a side hustle, playing the stock market, or dabbling in crypto, tax time can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. But stick with me because this explainer is going to turn that anxiety into pure confidence.
Okay, so let's get into it. Here's our game plan. It's a clear 6-part roadmap to get you totally organized. We'll start with the big picture, nail down the deadlines, get all your documents together, make sense of the forms, find every dollar you can save, and wrap it all up with a clear action plan.
First up, let's lay out your tax roadmap. You can think of this as your GPS for the season ahead. We're just going to build your knowledge one step at a time, starting with the most critical info you need right away, the deadlines.
And that brings us right to our second section, key deadlines. Seriously, getting these dates into your calendar right now is probably the most important first step you can take. Missing them can mean penalties, and we are definitely going to avoid that.
Now this timeline lays out your entire tax year at a glance. April 15th, that's the big one, everyone knows for filing your 2025 return. But here's the key. If you've got side income, you're basically your own employer. That means you have to pay taxes on that income as you earn it throughout 2026. Those are your quarterly estimated payments, and you can see all those deadlines right here. And here is a number that surprises so many people. You might think, oh, I only made a few $100, it doesn't matter. But actually, if your net profit, and that's your income minus your expenses, is $400 or more from self-employment, the IRS wants to hear from you.
Okay, so you've got the deadlines in your calendar. Your next mission, should you choose to accept it, is to gather all the pieces of your financial puzzle. It's time to get organized.
First, let's round up all your income forms. You'll get a W-2 for any regular job. That's standard. For any freelance or gig work you did, be on the lookout for a 1099 NEC. If you earned royalties or maybe some rent money, that'll be on a 1099 MISC. And for anyone selling online, if you get paid through platforms like PayPal or Stripe, you might get a 1099K if you received over $600.
Next up, investments. You're going to want to grab all your 1099s for any bank interest or stock dividends, plus the 1099B for any stocks you sold. But I want you to pay very close attention to that last one, the brand new Form 1099-DA. This is for all your crypto activity. And yeah, this new form is a total game changer. For the first time ever, crypto exchanges have to report your transactions directly to you and to the IRS. So what does that really mean? It means the IRS is going to know about your crypto activity. Accurately reporting every single trade, sale, or swap isn't just a good idea anymore, it's absolutely essential.
So you've gathered all your documents. Awesome. Now, where does all this information actually go? Let's pull back the curtain on the key forms you'll be using to tell your financial story to the IRS.
If you have any income from a side hustle, these 2 forms are about to become your new best friends. Schedule C is where you list all your business income and then subtract your business expenses to figure out your net profit. Then, you take that profit number over to Schedule SC to calculate your self-employment taxes for Social Security and Medicare. For investments, it's actually a pretty clear path. You start with the data from your 1099B and that new 1099-DA. Then, each individual sale gets listed out on Form 8949. And finally, the totals from that form all flow onto Schedule D, which is what summarizes all your capital gains and losses for the whole year.
All right, now for everyone's favorite part, saving money. Let's talk about the deductions and credits that can legally lower the amount of tax you actually owe. This is where being organized really pays off.
So the first big choice for most people is whether to itemize every single deduction or just take the standard deduction. And honestly, for most people beginners, taking the standard deduction is the simplest and best way to go. This chart shows the amounts for 2025, and you can see they've been adjusted for inflation.
Did you use your personal car for your side hustle? Well, you've got 2 ways you can claim that expense. The standard mileage rate is super easy. You just need a log of your business miles. The actual expense method is definitely more work because it requires detailed receipts for gas, repairs, everything. But it could end up being a bigger deduction, especially if you had an older car with a lot of repair bills.
The big takeaway here is simple. Do not leave money on the table. This slide shows some of the most powerful and most often missed deductions for people with side hustles. We're talking about things like a portion of your rent for a home office, your business cell phone bill, and even contributions to a retirement account. Every single legitimate deduction lowers your taxable income, and that saves you real money.
We are in the home stretch. To wrap this all up, let's quickly cover the common mistakes that can trip people up, and, more importantly, let's give you a clear plan for what you can do right now to get started.
You know, knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. The IRS is getting much better with automated checks, so things like forgetting to report all your income or mixing your personal and business expenses are really quick ways to get a notice in the mail. Just be aware of these red flags. And this chart shows that you do not have to spend a fortune to file your taxes. There are some fantastic free options out there. If your adjusted gross income, or AGI, is below the threshold, which is around $89,000 right now, IRS Free File is a great choice. And for a lot of people with side hustles, Cash App Taxes is a completely free option. Just take a look and find the one that fits your situation best.
Feeling motivated? Perfect. Let's make this real. Here are 3 simple, actionable things you can do today. 1. Create a folder, digital or physical, whatever works for you, for all tax documents. 2. Download and categorize all your business income and expenses for 2025. And 3. Use a free online calculator to get a rough estimate of your tax liability. Just taking these small steps now will make you feel totally in control.
And there you have it, your roadmap for conquering your 2025 taxes. So now the question on the screen is for you. What is the one step you will take this week to get ahead of your taxes? Remember, that whole journey from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered, it just starts with that one